Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would talk about my love affair with a particular ingredient, azelaic acid. Have you heard of this? Many people haven't. They've heard of conventional alpha hydroxy acids, beta hydroxy acids, but azelaic acid I like to think of as the acid with extra. So where does it come from? It's an extract from a yeast which naturally lives on all of our skin. And it's a dicarboxylic acid. So in practice, what that means is it's actually very safe. So it's an ingredient that I will happily use on nursing mothers or pregnant women. It's an ingredient that is extremely versatile. So I find I use it most often in those with overlap conditions. So what I mean by that is they have acne, but they have a tendency to rosacea, or they have a degree of melasma, or they have pigmentation from the acne that they had, 3 months ago. So because of its versatility, it doesn't tend to aggravate one condition whilst treating another. So when do you use it? Like most actives, you use it ideally on cleansed skin, and it can be used up to twice a day. So in someone who has redness prone skin with perhaps a tendency to blemishes, I will frequently build up to doing that twice a day. And in practice, what I find is that it can often improve the tolerance of other actives used further downstream. So someone who might not benefit from a retinoid today, once I've treated them with azelaic acid, I often find that I can sneak one in a bit later on, because it just tempers the skin's natural tendency to react to things. So that's really helpful. Those with melasma, it's useful because it suppresses the production of excessive melanin. And I think a lot of people feel a lot more comfortable using this than perhaps the stronger, more aggressive agents, particularly through summer. So where can you find azelaic acid? Well, the good news is there is an increasing number of products available over the counter, as maybe 10 years ago, the only way to access azelaic acid benefits was on prescription in the form of topicals called Finacea and Skinerin. But nowadays it's found in over-the-counter products. I'm going to list some down below, but good brands, for instance, are Paula's Choice and Sesderma, which are both leading the way at incorporating azelaic acid into their products. On a practical note, it can be quite tricky to know how much azelaic acid you're getting in a product. Very few brands are transparent about what the percentage is. But typically, if you can see it in the top third of the ingredients list, you're likely to be getting a sensible amount therein. In an ideal world, you'd have between 5 to 10% present in your product for maximum benefits. But like anything, if you're super sensitive, the ideal way to start anything is less frequently. You can even buffer azelaic acid over moisturizer because it can sting a little bit on first application. That typically improves with usage, so do stick with it and take your concentration up as your skin permits. So there you have it, one of my secret weapons, something I've had a love affair with for a long time that I use in my own skin, azelaic acid. Hope you enjoyed. Bye for now.